Next up, we got Maple Leafs. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Another year, another sale. Hey, a lot of Maple Leafs fans, I feel like y'all now know the drill. It's not nothing new to y'all. But I think round 1 is officially completed. Might be like one more game to finish or one more series. So hey, got my man's hockey psychology. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. Let's just have it.
Round 1 of the NHL playoffs is all but over, and we're finding out quickly who's built for it and who isn't. A lot has happened since Wednesday, so let's cover it all from where we left off. Wednesday, deja vu. The injured reserves and the Stars are in an absolute dogfight, and after winning the first 2 games, Dallas fought all the way back to make this a best-of-3 series. Okay. Dallas is trying to do God's work here on behalf of the league by pushing the defending Cup champs and the undisputed villains of the NHL to the brink of elimination. To start the game, it's none other...
Who they say the villains is? You talking about the Knights? Why is the Knights the villains?
Them Mark the Undertaker Stone with a tip in front of the net to score a carbon copy of his first goal of the series on the power play. The 1-0 lead lasted all but a minute as Dallas comes right back, and Evgeny the Father Dadonov buries a pass from Stankoven to tie this game.
Oh, no, that was nice. That was nice. That was nice.
Evgeny the Father Dadonov.
You see the atmosphere, but you gotta check out a video of the NHL atmosphere. These fans, some real true fans right here. I'm not... Hockey fans, y'all some true fans, bro. Okay. I like this pass. I like this. I love this. I love this. Okay.
To tie this game at 1. Dallas was the #1 rush team in the NHL for a reason, and their rush offense strikes big here. Fresh off the goal, Dallas's power play gets to work, and it's Matt Duchene on the doorstep, ready to ring the doorbell and step into a 1-goal lead with him cleaning up the garbage in front. A busy first period would end with a dog shift from William Carrier, spinning off a check along the wall and then catching Ottinger sleeping at the wheel to tie this game up at 2.
See, it's actually funny. I've never seen this before. So the goalie was inside the goal. So he no longer blocking it no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he literally put in right on him, bro.
Catching Ottinger sleeping.
Because remember, only thing that matters is if the puck go behind the line, right? Does the tip gotta be in? Pause. But does the tip just gotta be in, or the whole puck gotta be in? I don't know. But he was behind it though, so it didn't matter.
Both of these teams would get some good looks in the second, but it's another power play goal from the Stars as they take a 3-2 lead off a bar down rip from Jason Robertson. Now, I don't think we've seen the best of Jake Ottinger yet in this series, but early in the third, he makes a masterful save on Jason to hold the lead. But
oh my god!
The third, he makes a
Ooh, I love this. Okay, W goalie. Okay, yo, look at this. He look like a cheerleader out there.
On Chandler Stevenson to hold
That's
the
a
lead.
real splits right there. Like that? Hey, bro. Y'all got it, bro. Y'all got it.
But he just hits the Bruce Lee splits. Wow. That right leg is built like an ox, and he keeps the puck out to keep it 3-2. The Stars win this one.
Bro, I'm convinced they're not human, bro. Goalies are not human. They're not human.
Built like an ox.
They're not human,
and he keeps the puck out to keep it 3-2.
That's insane.
The Stars win this one to take a 3-2 series lead, and the villains of the NHL are officially on the ropes as Dallas looks to finish the job in Vegas. Meanwhile, the Oilers have a chance to knock out the Kings in the first round for the 3rd year in a row. The 1-3-1 defensive trap that's supposed to stifle Edmonton hasn't done much of that in this series, as their speed off the rush has created issues for the Kings. Evander Kane shows that firsthand as a cheeky give-and-go play gets the Oilers on the board first. Edmonton looked like they were going to head into the second with a 1-0 lead, but a crazy bounce off the wall means Stuart Skinner gets caught with his pants down, and LA ties it right before heading into the second. Islanders fans are getting PTSD watching that familiar bounce, but sometimes the hockey gods just want to shake things up. After that, the McDrysaddle duo just completely took over the game on the power play. Despite an early second period goal from the Kings, the Oilers power play got an opportunity, and McDavid and Draisaitl connect on possibly the grossest passing play of the playoffs, only to get robbed by David Riddick's ridiculous glove save.
Yo, okay. Wow, wait. Okay, wait, that's different. I'm learning a lot. That's two new things I haven't seen. Okay. So if the puck, I guess it has to be on the ground. If it's sliding, it has to slide past the red line, and then that's technically a goal. But if it's in the air and somebody catches it in the air, that's out or that's a stop. That's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't know that. I did not know that.
They got an opportunity, and McDavid and Draisaitl connect on possibly the grossest passing play of the playoffs, only to get robbed by David Riddick's ridiculous glove save.
That's crazy.
But hold on a second. Let's call Gary Bettman, because this one is actually in after review, and that right there is the #1 reason why goalies won't wear white gloves with white meshing. You can see the puck clearly in the net after review, and Edmonton ties the game. To follow that up...
Whoa. Hold. I'm a new NHL fan, bro. This is too much. Too much. Okay.
Hold on a second. Let's call Gary Bettman, because this one is actually...
So he catches it. So does it not matter?
In after review.
Okay, yeah. So he caught it outside of it, but his momentum like kept going that way, so he ended up being behind the line. But I don't know.
And that right there is the #1 reason why goalies won't wear white gloves with white meshing. You can see the puck clearly in the net after review, and Edmonton ties the game. Okay, to follow that up, the Oilers get another power play, which the Kings finally kill off, but with McDavid circling the wagon like he's on a leisurely stroll through the park on a Sunday afternoon, he waits patiently to find Draisaitl on the doorstep, and the Oilers' offense is officially humming. Zach Hyman gets his playoff-leading 7th goal right after another kill for LA to give Edmonton a 2-goal lead heading into the third. Despite a late goal to cut the lead to 1 with an empty net, the Kings fall short against the Oilers for the 3rd year in a row, and it's deja vu. That has to be extremely frustrating for the team and the fan base, but the story of this series was all special teams. The Oilers went a perfect 12 for 12 on the penalty kill, and their power play was operating at a ridiculous 45%. That is a really good sign for a long playoff run, but next up is the second round for the Oilers, and as for LA, you can pack your shit and book the tickets to Cabo. Thursday, this can't be happening again. The result of this Game 6 between the Leafs and the Bruins can set up a fascinating storyline for two choke artists. Something had to give in this game, as Boston is 0 for 5 in their last 5 series clinching games, whereas Toronto was 0 6 in their last 6 home games. Auston Matthews would miss his second straight game.
Bro, I've never really understood that. Like, how can a team be ass at home? Like, does that even make sense? Like, literally, all your diehard fans, I was just talking about hockey fans being diehard. So all the diehard fans, and I think too, hockey is a Canadian sport. So Toronto, I think that's one of the biggest. I don't know if y'all even call them cities. I don't know. What do y'all call them in Canada? I don't know. It's a different term. But y'all, the biggest city or state in Toronto or in Canada. So everybody comes. You feel me? And you can't win 0 for 6? Imagine, bro. Yeah, y'all just Hall of Fame choke artists, bro. That's what it is. Hall of Fame choke artists.
Toronto was 0 6 in their last 6 home games. Auston Matthews would miss his second straight game with an unknown injury, and really, I don't know why MLSE hasn't just called Mark Stone's doctor to help him heal magically. Emotions are high, nervous energy on both teams, but in the first period, it seemingly affected the Bruins more than the Leafs. Toronto outshot Boston 12-1 in the first period, and that's now 2 games in a row where Boston has looked clearly tentative in their play. We broke down how both teams' tactics have evolved over the course of the series in our last video, but Toronto's forecheck did a solid job of creating chaos in Boston's end early on. In the final minutes of the second, Toronto takes advantage of Boston's fourth line icing the puck. Leafs win the faceoff, Nylander activates the twinkle toes, he throws one on net, and it finds a way for the Leafs to score the all-important first goal.
That was insane.
You never want to get scored on at the beginning or end of the period, so that was a tough one for the Bruins to swallow. Boston now only has 20 minutes to make a strong push to avoid another Game 7, but Toronto just didn't give them much. Aside from a lone power play for Boston that didn't generate a lot, Joseph Woll had to make a couple of huge saves to hold the lead. With the Bruins going all out in pressure to tie it, Toronto shows great support on the wall to get the puck out, but it's this nifty play by Nyes to use his body to absorb the contact and then slip the puck over to the middle to Nylander. He's on a breakaway and he puts the dagger in this game. Boston would ruin the shutout by getting a goal with 0.1 seconds left in the third, but the Leafs forced Boston to 7 for the ultimate choke bowl. Both teams have demons with blowing leads and choking in big moments, so Saturday sets up a game that we will all never forget. Friday, shut out the lights. There was some nervous energy in Vancouver after they failed to close out their series.
Was this old? I think this is old. I think this is because game 7 already happened. So this was game 6 and said Thursday. Yeah, it happened yesterday. Okay, so this is old. Okay. So he probably gonna drop a video tomorrow. Then we're gonna do the video tomorrow for sure. But okay. So this is basically just a rest.
On home ice in game 5. So JT Miller, being the vet that he is, he showed up to practice in his goalie's dress shirt. Just a vet move by releasing some of the tension in the room before a big game 6, but we're about to find out if it would work or not. At the start, it looked like Elafs was determined to get his dress shirt back as he made 3 or 4 big saves to stop the Preds from coming out of the gates hot. Going into game 6, both teams had scored 12 goals in this series. 4 of the 5 games have been decided by a single goal, excluding empty nets, so this was more likely to be the same. Halfway through the second, Nashville gets a 4-minute power play off a high sticking penalty, and both goalies had to be sharp. After 40 minutes of play, we had ourselves a good old-fashioned goalie duel as both teams traded chances, but this series needed one last dramatic surprise. In the final minute of the third period, Vancouver throws a curveball by sending out Pettersson with Besser and Suter. The game is won and lost in these little battles, and watch this play by Pettersson to just dodge the check by Lozon to get to the loose puck.
I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that. Hold on, go back.
Pettersson to just dodge the check by Lozon to get to the loose puck and cycle it deep for Besser. The special players know their opponents better than anyone, and considering that Lozon was the NHL hits leader this season, Pettersson knew that was coming. That tiny battle gets the puck to Besser. He sends a beautiful pass out in front, and it's Puis Suter who shocks Nashville with just under 2 minutes left in the third. Just an incredible play that turns out to be the biggest Canuck goal of the season so far. Trying desperately to tie the game, Nashville gets a power play, pulls their goalie, they're throwing the kitchen sink at Elafs. The Canucks are doing everything they can to keep the puck out of the net, and it's enough as they hold on to go to the second round. A fantastic series between these two teams, but the Canucks' depth in goal ended up being a huge difference maker. A shutout for Elafs, and the Canucks meet the Oilers in the second round for an all-Canadian matchup. Great season and run for Nashville, but now it's time for you to pack your shit and buy your tickets to the next U2 concert. All that's left now is for Dallas to bring justice to the hockey world and eliminate the Vegas injured reserves. If you like the goaltending battle in the Vancouver-Nashville game, you would have loved this one. With Vegas looking to feed off the crowd, they took it to Dallas in the first, and Ottinger held down the fort for Dallas with a couple of big stops. Adin Hill sees that, says, okay, anything you can do, I can do better, and he first robs Seguin on the breakaway, robs father Dodonov on the rebound, and then stops Seguin again on the follow. A sick puppy of a play. Both of those shooters must feel incredibly ill.
Oh my God.
No one's got an answer for either goalie until halfway through the third, where Noah Hannafin shoots through traffic and finally breaks through to give Vegas a 1-0 lead. Adin Hill and that Vegas D-core work their magic, and just to piss everyone off a little bit more, Mark Stone gets the empty netter, and this one's going to 7. Adin Hill looked like the guy that backstopped them to the cup last year, and if he's like that in Game 7, the hockey world is going to see the villain prevail once again. Saturday, Maple Leaf Curse. You got Game 7, Leafs versus Bruins on a Saturday night. It doesn't get much better than this, as one team can finally slay their dragon. The Bruins are in danger of choking a 3-1 lead for the second year in a row, while the Leafs may add to their collection of...
Don't tell me the Bruins choked. Now I really think about it. Y'all did choke the lead. Y'all had a 3-1 lead. I forgot all about that. This is about to be a sweep. This is crazy. Y'all lucky y'all won this game, bro. Y'all so lucky. Y'all so lucky y'all won this game. And y'all barely even won it. Yeah, this really was a choke ball right here. The only reason they didn't choke is because the team they were playing against was bigger choke artists than them. That's the only way. That's the only way.
6-1 lead for the second year in a row, while the Leafs may add to their
crazy
collection of Game 7 losses to Boston. Good news for Toronto is that Matthews ended up visiting Mark Stone's doctor and was cleared to return to the lineup. Of course, if you're a Leaf fan, happiness is a fleeting feeling that usually only lasts about a minute. So,
Chad, this how y'all was? Let me know. Oh my God, look at this guy. The only thing was my wide open. Damn, bro, calm down, bro. What you got going on?
if you're a Leaf fan, and happiness is a fleeting
oh, damn, she about to cry.
feeling that usually only lasts about a minute. So after it looked like Matthews was back, the Leafs would start Ilya Samsonov over Joseph Woll due to injury. The first 40 minutes of this game was almost identical to games 5 and 6. Both teams clogging up the neutral zone and trying to get their forecheck going to force the other team to make a mistake. But it wasn't until halfway through the third where the forecheck of Tyler Bertuzzi forces Brandon Carlo to cough up the puck. He sends it over to Matthews, and the guy who always shoots decides to give it over to Nylander, and he buries, to make Leaf fans actually believe.
Only
but remember,
fans.
Happiness is a feeling that only lasts for minute intervals for Leaf fans, and after Joel Edmondson gets a glorious chance to make it a 2-0 game, Boston's forecheck forces McCabe to cough up the puck to cause panic at the disco. First, it miraculously bounces over the net, and then it swings back up to Hampus Lindholm, and he throws a perfectly placed floater short side to tie this game up at 1. That goal horn sends shivers down every Leafs fan's spine, and we have a tied game once again. It was only fitting that this one needed overtime because it's the ending that we all deserved. 2 minutes into OT, Pasta gets a pass in the neutral zone and leaves it for Lindholm. As Lindholm reaches the red line, watch Pasta build speed entering the zone. Boston is initiating a set play that we've seen countless times over the years, but was actually made famous by the Sedins. As defenders hold the line and are relatively flat-footed, wingers attack the zone with speed. The puck carrier dumps it into the far corner, and the winger is first to the puck due to the speed differential built at the blue line.
Oh, okay. I like the IQ. Okay, this is why I love hockey, bro. Like I said, bro, everybody go subscribe to Hockey Psychology. This is the best hockey channel on YouTube. Me as a new NHL fan, this is literally the perfect channel to watch, bro. I've learned so much. Okay, I like this. Okay.
And are relatively flat-footed. Wingers attack the zone with speed. The puck carrier dumps it into the far corner, and the winger is first to the puck due to the speed differential built at the blue line. The Toronto playing the 1-3-1 trap. Boston wants to catch Riley flat-footed. So Marner's job here as he gets off the bench is to run a slight interference on Pastrnak before he builds up all that speed. Marner's looking at the puck instead of his man, and by the time they both reach the blue line, the speed differential is too much. Marner and Riley realize it's trouble. Samsonov is hesitant to poke or play this puck because of Pasta's speed, and it's a beautiful set play that wins Boston the game.
Oh my God. So this is what happened? See, when I was watching it, first of all, you already know the highlights, if you cut up too fast, you know what I mean? It just be a lot of shit going on, bro. So I think probably when they cut to this part of them scoring, and they probably just cut to this right here. This exact scene right here. So now all I see is the puck on this side coming back. And you know what I mean? It's just like I can't keep, it's me, and I don't understand the sport all the way. So it's like I don't know what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? But now that he break it down, I understand. Okay. So all he had to do was guard his man, bro. And you literally, right, he's running, or not running, but skating towards you.
The bench is to run a slight interference on Pastrnak before he builds up all that speed. Marner's looking at the puck instead of his man, and by the time they both reach the blue line, the speed differential is too much. Marner and Riley
How did he
realize
get so fast? How did he get so fast? He got a speed boost?
Differential is too much. Marner and Riley realize it's trouble. Samsonov is hesitant to poke or play this puck because of Pasta's speed, and it's a beautiful set play that wins Boston the game. And you can see me and my buddies watch this in real time because it's too damn funny.
Wait, which one is Hockey Psychology?
Oh my God! Put you outside.
So just breaking this down, you got me realizing that this bank pass is going to go straight to Pastrnak, which is why I say,
oh my God!
My buddy, who's a Habs fan, realizes it right away too and gets all excited. My other friend on the ground here is enjoying a nice cookie, but pauses as soon as he sees that bounce. And then as Pastrnak scores, it's absolute crickets.
Yo.
The Habs fan looks over at me and can't help but laugh. I smile because
Wait.
what else can you...
Oh my God, Hockey Psychology is a Maple Leafs fan. Wow, I didn't know that. That's crazy. Dang. So he be joking. He be joking and shit, and it's his own team. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
The Habs fan looks over at me and can't help but laugh. I smile because what else can you do? My buddy on the ground here goes back to enjoying the simpler things in life and finishes his cookie. This guy's about to turn into the Joker. She's like, I've seen this movie way too many times. And then to top it all off, it's the Sens fan trying to get her hopes up one last time by saying it may be offside.
It could be outside. Could go. Tell me.
Death, taxes, and Leafs losing in Game 7 to the Boston Bruins. Toronto ain't ever beating the fraud allegations ever again, and it's time for them to pack their shit and head to the golf course. So, what did you think of the first round of the NHL playoffs? What surprised you? What pissed you off? Let us know in the comments down below. The NHL is broken, so even though the second round starts today, we still have a Game 7 left between the injured reserves and the Stars. We have tons of breakdowns coming for the rest of the playoffs, so make sure you subscribe and turn...
Oh my God. I'm having fun, bro. All I'm gonna say is I'm having fun, bro. Watching NHL is exciting, bro. I love this sport, bro. I love this sport.